Me and Olivia have just had to sit through this, haven't we? You're not happy, are you, about that? Me neither. To be honest, I think Nuno went brave, didn't he, by dropping Bolly and Neves, and did it really pay off? No. Listen, in Nuno we trust. Pedence, for me, great player, had another good game, obviously caused them a lot of problems. It's just, obviously, you do miss the fans are lacking, and that didn't give the derby atmosphere which the fans had created, which might have pushed us over the line and give us a different result. You get a penalty right at the end, you just know it's going to happen, don't you? And obviously we lose the game 1-0. Not good at all, but we keep going. Dendoncker was also very unlucky with the header. Silva as well, hit the beans on toast. That could have been completely different. Silva scores in a derby, win 1-0. We're all over the moon, aren't we? But it's not to be. Olivia's just had to sit through it 90 minutes. She's not happy, nor am I. So I'm going to give her a bottle now, and then I'll probably have a bottle of wine. Joe Martino, flipping it, drinks the vino. Red today. There you go. Over and out. Keep tuning to Talking Wolves. They're doing a great job. See you soon.
So Wolves 0, Aston Villa 1. Another pretty poor result. Fair play to Villa though. They took their chance. They scored the penalty that they got. Stupid challenge from Semedo. We'll get onto that in a bit. But first of all, the game itself. I think we played pretty well, to be fair. First half, we sort of put them under pressure. We created chances. We looked pretty good. Pedence came close a few times. Neto came close a couple of times. Fabio Silva looked lively yet again. But theme of the season, that last little golden touch, that last little finish, it just isn't there at the moment. And came into half time 0-0. I thought, do you know what? We've played all right. Second half, push on. But Villa came back into the game really well again. And they looked really dangerous. Didn't look completely convinced with us defensively, but I think overall we did okay. But yeah, we held them off pretty well. They had a few really good chances. Ollie Watkins was causing us a lot of problems. So was Jack Grealish. John McGinn was playing pretty well as well. I thought we played all right. Moutinho had a brilliant game. I thought Moutinho was strong again in midfield. I thought Pedence and Neto, whilst lacking that sort of end product which we needed, I think were dangerous. I thought Fabio Silva, yet again, given another chance from the start this time, and I think, he looked good. Should have, not should have scored. He was unlucky not to score. Really good first time shot in the second half, hitting the inside of the post. Didn't even go in as well, which sort of sums up our luck at the moment. Not fantastic. Then Semedo with a terrible challenge. I mean, he started off okay, and I was trying to say, he looks good going forward, but, defensively, I think the Barcelona fans that were sort of laughing at us were probably correct. This guy just cannot defend at all. He gets caught out of position so many times. He's rash in the challenge. It is a bit like having another Adama Traore at right back, to be honest. He doesn't seem to have any defensive awareness or positional awareness. And to be honest, it was his mistake that cost us points in what was an okay performance. But Villa down to 10 men, Douglas Luiz getting sent off. We have got to take advantage of that. 11 goals in 12 games is absolutely pathetic. It's pretty much relegation form in terms of going forward. I think we are still resolute defensively, so there's things to work on. There are questions to be asked. This was a really poor result for us today. I think us and Villa, to be honest, on this season have been sort of at a similar level. I think Villa do look a bit have looked better at points this season, but top 7 is going to be very, very difficult this season. Like I said in the podcast a few weeks back, I think this is very much a transition period, and I think we'll probably be stuck in mid-table for the majority of this season. So disappointing, lots to work on though. We go again for the next game.
So what we've witnessed there is a fairly even game of football. I thought Wolves edged it, we had the better chances. Silva should have scored. It was a great effort. The lad's unlucky, he hit the inside of the post and it's gone the wrong way. And then a single moment of madness from a player that we on the Wolves 77 club have been querying for quite a while now, Nelson Semedo. Do not know what he's doing. I don't know how someone like that has played at the level of Barcelona Football Club, because frankly, he isn't good enough, is he? I've said it for weeks and got hammered by fans and people across social media saying that I'm out to get him, but I've been proven right yet again. Semedo is an awful football player, belongs when we were back in League One, to be perfectly honest.
That's a really tough one to take, that, especially in the dying embers of the game. But we've only got ourselves to blame. Villa go down to 10 men and we shut the shop. What on earth is he doing? There's such a negative mentality around the way we play. We should have gone for that game. If we'd have gone for it and lost 1-0, I'd have understood. But we didn't. We shut the shop and invited pressure on us. It's mindless again. Oh, it's so frustrating watching us play. It's just absolute dross. I thought Pedence was really good. He was probably the only bright spark within that game. He got on the ball really well in those half spaces, turned and really caused Villa problems. I thought Traore was a little bit better, got himself more involved, but there's just no killer instinct. And I know it's unfortunate that Raul's gone and no one was expecting that, but we had so many chances today, so many chances to put the game to bed, and we couldn't, and it's bit us on the arse again. The players look void of confidence. No, I'm never going to be one to call for someone's head, but I don't know, like it just looks stale and something needs refreshing, whether that's personnel in January, backroom team, manager, I don't know, but at the minute Wolves have kind of looked void of any ideas. It's really, really poor. Got to be taking the chances. I know that's not Nuno's fault. You'd expect the players to be slotting them home, but to then shut the shop with when they're down to 10 men with 10 minutes to go, unacceptable. We deserve to lose the game for a mentality like that. And I know people are moaning in the comments saying it's negative and that how Nuno's done fantastic for the club, which he has, but you gotta kick on and go to that next stage. At the minute we're treading water and potentially even going backwards. And I said on the review last time that we look like a mid-table team, and that's just kind of hit that.
Happy weekend, Wolves fans. What a start to a Saturday that was. What a strange game. Really low quality, definitely technically wise anyway. Felt more like a championship Wolves-Villa game, that one. And I thought a mistake was going to be the difference. As I think Jose says, football is about mistakes. Something I think Nuno sort of listened to along the years, and hence that's sort of how we play at the moment. I think it's really poignant quote, that one, for today. And the mistake at the end, we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, overall, I think we just about edged it. I think specifically with Fabio Silva's chance, skipping into the second half, because that first half there was really nothing apart from a few flops on the floor from the Villa boys. But yeah, that Fabio Silva chance, I think we said on the podcast last week, was it, that with Fabio Silva it's just going to take one where he bundles it in off his arse or something off his leg. That one would have been a really good finish to get him off and running. And as I said, game of fine margins, comes off the post. Dendonka's probably got to do better with that beautiful Neto Rabona assist as well. So really frustrating, especially to be at the point that we conceded anyway, the team with an advantage men-wise. A lot of yellow cards flying around today. Mike Dean likes a derby, doesn't he? If we're talking about football's about mistakes, whoever put him on a derby. That was a big mistake because obviously 2 penalties, lots of yellow cards. But to be fair, most of it was warranted. I think if he had that low bar for yellow cards, all seemed pretty fair. And getting to that penalty, I thought Semedo was quite good, but just to do that, like let McGinn try and cross it in, you're basically just giving him a guaranteed goal. We know Patricio's good at penalty saves, but it's just strange, really strange decision to just clip someone in the last minute like that. You're just like, what are you doing? And it's becoming a real conundrum now. 4 at the back, 5 at the back. Where's Semedo best? Is Aït-Nouri going to get in, this guy that we're meant to be paying 20 million for, possibly at the end of the season? Been a bit of a ramble and off topic from the actual game, but an unlucky one. Obviously, you don't really want Chelsea next at home. It could be a few games where we need to be patient, see what we can get in these next few games. At any point is a bonus because we've got some really tough games coming up. But yeah, tough one to take. Unlucky though. Let's hope there's some luck in the next few games to all balance it out. Fingers crossed, because I'm just trying to stay positive. Stay positive, Wolves fans. See you next time.